Hiya Duck! Welcome back to the Kirsty Meakin Nails Channel. Oh my god, we're back. I feel like this is our official back filming proper full long form content because
it's been a while.
It has been a while.
It has.
And
it was Andrea who was here last time.
I know, yeah.
And we're all back.
We only have the best, you see.
Of course.
We've done lots of watch me work videos and I know you've enjoyed that, but everybody's been screaming out for full long form content videos, so that's what we're doing. So we're back with the lovely Andrea and we're going to do stiletto nails today. Let's go. So we are going to do stiletto. We're going to tip them. So we're going to whack these on. I've sized up already. And you'll notice with these tips, what I've done is I've kind of bent them a little bit the side. Can you see? So what I've done is I've bent the ears of the nail tip in. So where it makes contact with the nail. Because sometimes you get more predominantly with a stiletto tip. So I'll show you here. What I've done is I've just bent it in. So there's little markings. What I've done is I've like bent it in like this. So it just really connects with the nail. Now, not everybody will have a nice curve on the nail. Some people have really flat nails. So, but you can adjust your tips. And it doesn't matter if it's square or whatever kind of tip you're putting on. Sometimes if they don't quite fit, just give it a little dink at the side and it'll just pull in those sides for you. Then we're going to take the glue and just run it over and you get like about 1 mil of product. Place that on and press it down. Make sure we are straight. And you can pull in at the sides. We're going to do that on all of the nails. What you want to do is make sure from the side profile that they are straight. So a lot of people place a tip on and sort of kick it up. But we want to make sure it's straight at the sides. So you kind of drop it slightly. So if we look at the side profile, it's coming straight out of this channel here. So this nail fold here, it's coming straight out. A lot of people put the tips on and then they sort of anchor it up because they want to kind of put a bit more pressure on the nail, and then the tip sort of kicks.
Sorry.
The tip sort of kicks up, and we don't want that. And if you want the tip even more pinched, you can just give it a little pinch like that as well. Now, if your tip doesn't do this, it means it's made from really rubbish product. So if it doesn't give you this sort of white little line, then you know it's really cheap, inferior.
It's actually just brittle and...
Yeah. So sometimes they'll just snap. Yeah. So generally that's because they've taken the offcuts and remelted them down and then done it again, put them in the mould again, and they lose that sort of ABS sort of technique, the technical thing that makes it bounce and all that malarkey. So I know that I'm working with acrylic, so what I'm going to do is set up a file. Now, if you have anything sticky left on your metal centre board, then just get a lint-free wipe with some acetone and that will just fetch it off. I'm going to use my buffet as a platform, so I'm going to place it on top. I'm going to take the backing off my file paper. I'm going to place it one edge, and I'm going to use my thumb and index finger each side to hold that either side of that metal centre board. Now, putting it on top of a buffer does give you a bit more advantage, because what happens is your fingers can actually fall below the file. Whereas if it was flat and you're trying to do it, you've got kind of nowhere to move. So I find it a little bit easier. I know that I'm working with acrylic, so I'm going to do 100 grit and a 150 grit. If I was using Acrygel, I wouldn't use 100 grit. I wouldn't need to, because it's a lot softer to file. So I would use a 180 grit and a 150 grit. I'm going to tear off part of the nail file from another reusable file paper, and I'm just going to rub this onto those edges to score it and season it so it's not going to cut. Now, those of you that have been watching us for quite some time, which I hope you have, will know that Andrea's skin is as soft as a butterfly wing, and you've only got to blow on it and it just falls apart.
It does.
Falls apart.
It falls apart.
Yeah.
So we have to be really careful. Honest to God, she's so...
Don't go out on a windy day then.
Oh, she'd just blow away. She'd just be like...
She would now that she's
Yeah.
so skinny.
Just
She would now, she's so skinny, yeah. She would just turn into dust. You know, like you see on the movies, and they just
Yeah.
go poof.
I think yeah.
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 Fairy dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
You don't have to watch Terminator.
Yeah.
You know, when they go poof.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happened to you. So we need to be careful out there.
Yeah.
You need to be careful, mate.
Yeah.
So I'm going to buff these tips into the natural nail. So I'm literally going over with a file. Just a 150 grit file. You could use a 240 or a 180, but as long as you're careful, you'll be all right with a 150. The other thing you can do is you can use a medium sanding band to do this as well. Obviously, this is now disposable, so you just get rid of this after. So, you know, it's a very cheap way of, more cost-effective way of filing in those tips. Can't you tell I'm on a break? Jesus Christ, what's going on? I'm going to put this down to 8. So 8,000 rotations, and then I can just go in with this and file that and sort of you're buffing it into the nail. If you leave this and you don't buff it in, you're going to add bulk. It'll bulk out the nail in that area. Because all the tip is there for is to give us a platform to work on. It's the product that's going to give us strength. You see little bits of product still on the nail. So let's get rid of that. Still little smidgy bits of acrylic on the nail, so I'm going to buff over that and get rid of that as well. Because we have done a soak off. So we're going to use Strip Tease. It is one of my faves, just saying. Just saying, it's one of my faves. I love it, and my hair's too short to go behind my ear, but I keep trying, and it's not going, is it? So it's just going out to stay there and irritate the shit out of me, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so we're going to be using the Alysia brush, my absolute ultimate fave. I love it. It's double-ended. We like a double-ended thing.
Magnet.
Magnet, all sorts of double-end things we have.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Got a brush and a magnet, that's fine.
And even the making's great. Double-ended.
Great, yeah.
Oh, we like a double-ended, we do.
Well, that's a different video.
It's a different platform.
Yeah.
It's for a different platform.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to put primer on now. You only need to put the primer on the natural nail. You don't need absolutely bucket loads of it. You don't need a lot at all. This is not one of those more is more. As long as it covers the natural nail like that. Bish bash bosh, done. Quick step. Do not miss this step out. The other thing is, I say don't miss this step out. If you forgot, and you generally have a client that has good retention, something that we don't actually tell people enough is that our acrylic liquid has primer in it. That's why it's so good. That's why it's so good.
It's like we get double.
Yeah.
Double-sided sticky tape
Double
twice.
sticky.
Double the sticky. But yeah, I always use it. It gives the best retention ever. Love it. Here we go. Burp the brush. It's like burping a baby. Get all the burps out. Come on. And I'm literally going to let the brush just upside. I'm not going to add any pressure. 1, 2, 3. Check the bead. We like the bead. The bead's going on. Popping it into the centre, because what we're going to do now is feather, 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 feather.
Oh God, it's been a while since I've smelled that properly.
Hey, it's not even that smelly, not compared to some. Jesus.
I know, but it's just because we're in a fairly small room, closed environment, and it's been a while.
It's been a while, crocodile.
Obviously, I smell it at work, but it's just, they're in bottles.
It's different.
And it's,
Yeah.
You're not opening the bottles and put them in a wider shape thing.
I've had acrylic for a while, haven't I?
Now you've had a lot of acrygel,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah.
So we've walked that down to the very tip, like that. Now we're going to do the cuticle area and the apex. 1, 2, 3. Pop it on. Notice I held it for a second. And then tap, 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 tap the back. Now I can put the finger straight. It was tilted down before when we were doing the cuticle area, but I can kind of put it pretty straight now, because we're going to slide this over the top of that previous bead of acrylic, and we're going to feather it down. And what we're going to concentrate on is the apex being in the back third of the nail. Make sure everything's blended down nicely. Sweep it down. You want your application to be as neat as you can. It's going to give you a less filing. Where is it? So we've got a nice application. We've got apex in the back third of the nail. Bish bash bosh, done. Let's do all the rest.
So you're getting your nails done for anything nice, Andrea?
Yes, my birthday.
She didn't want to say that.
You did not want to tell the viewers it's your birthday.
No.
It's Andrea's birthday on Sunday.
The big birthday.
Oh, it's a big birthday.
It's a big birthday.
Yes.
30th, yeah, I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah, yeah.
30 plus 20.
Yeah.
I'll take Isaac. 11 plus 2 he is. He's not 13. He's 11.
Is
plus
that what
2.
he
Is that what he
says?
says? Bro,
Yeah.
don't blame him.
Yeah, he's
Doesn't
never,
want to be
he's
a
not grown. He's not grown older than 11.
Oh,
So-
bless him.
He wants to remain young forever.
Yeah,
Forever young. We all want to be forever young.
but we can't.
And I do. Do you know what? As we grow old, I'm going to get a bit deep now, Jesus Christ. As we start to age, we start to lose people in our life who we absolutely love. And you start to think about life a little bit differently. You know, you realise how precious life is and how little life there is left.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sad. And I don't think in your teen years you don't really go through a lot of that.
No, and you never think you're going to be old.
No.
And you just, I mean, I remember looking at my mum and dad being 40 and thinking they were old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
they're not, are they?
No.
I remember my mum's 40th, and
Yeah.
like our friends got a, like, you know, like those little rain cap things that
Yeah.
old women used to wear, and
Yeah.
and they give her like a fake bus pass
Yeah.
and silly
Ah!
things like that. And I turned 43 years ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and it's like would never
I know.
sort of
I know.
associate. It's so strange.
It is strange.
I was thinking about this the other day actually, because when I was, for some reason, this boy, we were driving down the road and it was Mowbray Road, and this guy's name, Paul Mowbray, popped into my head.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was in sort of infant school and he was in junior school, I thought he was like, he looked like he was 18, 19,
Yeah,
20-year-old. But he was what, 10?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But so I just quickly did a Facebook search of him, and he popped up, and he looked like the same,
Yeah.
but like with a beard and
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
older man. But he was just so strange to sort of,
I know, yeah.
how I perceived him back then was like he was old then, but he was only like 3 or 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember going to secondary school, and obviously the 5th years,
Mhm.
you thought they were grown-ups.
Yeah.
And they were only 15, 16.
Yeah.
But they were
They
like,
looked old.
yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? But
Yeah.
the way you think about life changes. And I think this is part of life. Like you have kids, the way you think about life changes when you have kids.
Yeah.
But when you start getting older and you start losing people, you know, like grandparents or aunties and uncles, and it changes your outlook on life.
Yeah. I mean, when I lost my dad, I felt like a child again. It made me feel like a child, because
Yeah.
when you lose a parent, obviously I'd lost my grandparents, but
Mm-hmm.
when you lose a parent, it's very strange.
Mm.
It's a different straight. It's horrible.
And what I'm terrified of
Mhm.
is losing my parents.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, like even having the conversation with my mum, because
Yeah.
you know my auntie Jackie's recently died.
Yeah.
Having the conversation with my mum about what she wants.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I said to her, I can't cope with. I can't. It's upsetting me, and it upset me,
Yeah.
and I just can't imagine my life without her.
Yeah.
But I know that day is going to come
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah.
But I want her to have a happy life while she's here. I want her to feel fulfilled,
Yeah.
you know, because I would hate to think that she leaves this earth thinking, oh God, I should have done this, I should have done that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you
She
know,
was only young when she had you as well, wasn't
Yeah.
she? So, you know, she's now her life's like she can do whatever she wants. can't
yeah, she can. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my mum's that kind of person who wants to help everybody,
Yeah.
and
Puts
I
everybody
think,
else first.
yeah, and I think that gives her a lot of satisfaction,
Yeah.
and she feels like she's
Yeah.
done a great job. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
she has.
Yeah. That's what makes them happy, is
Yeah.
helping others.
Yeah, but she does needs to chill out a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Stops.
No. She doesn't. We're going to file now. So stilettos, straight side wall. The majority of shapes will have a straight side wall coming straight out. The only one that would sort of come up a bit is a modern almond, kind of comes up at the end. But we're going to do straight side walls, and notice the file underneath the nail. So it's underneath the nail. I'm not doing this. A lot of people do this. And it kicks into the side and creates a little notch here. And then you have a stress area. So look at the positioning of the file. I'm supporting it with my finger. Then I'm going to do the cuticle area, and I'm going to use the 150 grit around that cuticle area because it's soft, freshly keratinized nail. I don't want to keep hitting the nail, plus you've got the skin. I'm using the rounded part of the file, so that curved part of the file. Change the hand position, come down. Up the sides. Same on this side. So you can see exactly where I filed. Then I'm going to come over and marry them together. So we hit the center of the nail. But we don't hit this back section very much at all because we're going to do that separately. That is the apex. It's going to give you the strength. And then I'm just going to pull towards me and thin this out a little bit towards the tip. Check down the barrel so you can see that I look down the barrel of the nail so I can actually see the concave and the convex of the nail. Right, let's give these a buff now. This is going to reduce the demarcations that are in the surface of that nail. So we're going to use the 120 buffer. So it's a 120 grit buffer. This is going to smooth the nail. It's going to reduce the demarcations in the nail. If you don't know what demarcations are, they are scratches in the nail. So obviously you get these little sort of hairline, little scratches from the file. But the buffer is going to reduce them and make it nice and smooth. Obviously, it's not going to make it shiny because how is that ever going to make it shiny? Understand. Oh, Siri, you can do one. We didn't ask for your opinion. We didn't ask for her opinion.
I heard I go, so I knew it. At least I thought I knew it.
Yeah, because this is not going to smooth anything out, is it?
Let's just save them chocolates eggs from getting piled.
Oh, many eggs. They're just gorgeous.
They are
I love them. I'm going to be back. Oh, Christmas has not been kind to me. It's not been kind to me. Neither has January.
But you've got nothing else to do, have you? Because it's just like you've got no sense of time.
Yeah,
Don't know what day
I
it
like
is.
cheese too much.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and chocolate.
Yeah.
Cheese and chocolate. I mean, it's a winning combination.
Definitely. Yeah.
Cheese and chocolate in the mouth at the same time. No. Separately. Dinner,
Do you like
dessert.
that, the one with the cranberry in?
Wensleydale.
Yeah. Have you had it with the apricot in?
Yes. Wensleydale is just with the fruit.
Yeah.
I'm just not a cheese person. Cheese on pizza, cheese on a burger.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's about it, yeah.
Is that all you'll take?
Do you know what? If you put a plate of
chips.
crackers and cheese in front of me,
Oh, heaven.
yeah, it's just perfect.
Some grapes on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a few olives.
Chutney. Bit of
Oh,
chutney.
chutney.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
a bit of chutney. Bit of
Yeah.
fake chutney.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lovely.
bit of caramelised onion
Oh,
chutney.
yeah,
oh,
definitely. Red onion chutney.
Yeah,
as well.
see, this is all I eat at Christmas.
Yeah. But what else would you want to eat?
Well, it's kind of luring to eat cheese and biscuits.
Yeah.
Lots of cups of teas
Yeah.
and lots of prosecco
Yeah.
and gin and vodka.
Yeah.
All at the same
And
time.
wine.
And wine, if you're a wine lover, yeah.
Well, what else would you want?
I don't
Christmas
understand.
is.
It is for me anyway.
Yeah.
You're not allowed
But
to
us.
talk about Christmas, it's January.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
still like suffering the
If you start singing
effects.
Christmas songs, I'm literally walking out.
No, I don't. You know, I don't like Christmas.
No,
The
and
only
I
thing I
don't
like
Apart
about
from
Christmas,
cheese.
yeah,
You know,
apart
if you'd
from
have heard us
cheese.
just before Christmas, we were like a pair of Grinches, weren't we? Like,
Hateful this. We're a load of
yeah,
rubbish.
pin in the eye. I didn't even have a tree this year.
Oh yeah,
Really?
no tree
Yeah.
for Andrea.
And no tree.
That's definitely bad. That
Yeah.
like.
Can I
I've got
just
no floors.
can I
I've
just
got
tell
no-
you
right,
something?
okay,
Can I just tell you something?
Yeah.
My Christmas tree is still up.
You're joking.
What?
No, I'm still not taking it down.
It's the 22nd of January.
I've not had a moment spare.
Isn't that like illegal in some countries?
I think it is. I think I've had all the bad luck now.
Actually, in Riga, they'll still have the trees
Yeah,
up.
it's Orthodox, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
They'll still have the tree up. in
I
Riga.
say I'm
Yeah.
Orthodox now.
Yeah.
yeah, you're Orthodox. So they don't start celebrating until the 16th of January,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
That's when they start celebrating Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you just
So
it's
you just
round
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Christmas
So
round two
I
for somebody who
do
doesn't.
need to take it down. I just
It's a
can't
bit,
stand it.
it's
You
a
have
thing,
two
and-
children.
Yeah.
My children would not take the Christmas tree down.
Did you put it up?
Did the heck?
Force them. They're children.
We can't force them.
Right. Okay.
No, because
Not
you'd go-
allowed anymore,
No,
you
because
know.
you'd trash it, wouldn't they, on
The other
purpose?
day
They
Yeah.
would. They'd
Yeah.
just throw it in a bin
Yeah,
line
they
and go,
would.
there you are,
Yeah.
it's in the garage.
Yeah.
I
It's
walked
done,
into
okay.
Isaac's bedroom the other day and I was like, this is very untidy in here. Isaac,
Yeah.
go after. And I went out.
Yeah.
And then about 5 minutes later, I heard the Hoover.
Really?
And he was tidying his bedroom.
Oh, bless him.
And I didn't ask him. Didn't ask him to do
brilliant.
it.
Yeah.
And he was in a huff.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was probably like, when I went back in, I went, oh, and he went, "Ugh, I hate you, Dad.
Yeah.
But he was tidying his bedroom.
Yeah. Oh.
So there you are, guys. That is how to create a set of tip and overlay, acrylic tip and overlay, stiletto nails from scratch. I love this colour. This is Strip Tease. It's one of my faves because it's just so natural. So natural. So there you are. Everything I've used today will be listed below. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or the shebang. But the link for all the products is below. Happy shopping, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da, duck!